Welcome everybody back to Planet Coaster in the Silver Dollar City recreation. As we're still waiting for it to load, it should hopefully not take too much longer. I've had it loading for like 10. Look, that was fairly good timing. Fairly good timing. All right, we're back for the first time in quite some time. I needed a little break from this park for obvious reasons, but we're gonna come back in here and make some things happen. You know. Pause the game, which it looks like it is extremely laggy. It won't let me hit continue. Alright, this is weird. Why can't I hit continue? There it goes. Oh, okay. I've never had that happen before. So the last time we did work on this, we got a lot done, obviously, because we streamed for, I think, over 12 hours. Or almost 12 hours. I think it was just under 12 hours. We got the Boatworks Theater, Pottery Shop, a lot of the details on this road, Fireman's Landing, a lot of stuff going on there, and heading down this road with Lucky's Toy Shop, the Pearl Shack, got started on it, and then whatever this little building is, and Dockside. So what I want to do kind of today is kind of work on a little bit of the Dockside Grill's kind of seating area / exit for Mystic River Falls. So I'm doing great, by the way. Thank you for asking, Silas. So I hope you guys are doing great, and we're going to work on this today. I don't know if we'll do much more than that, but I want to try and get back to streaming a little bit, because we haven't had too many streams lately, and you guys need to deserve it. It's that engagement of streams, you know? I get to talk to you live, so... Dockside is pretty good. It is pretty good. I think I did a really good job on making it look kind of authentic, but at the same time still functional. That was kind of interesting because it's open on the inside. Oh, got something in my throat. Anyways, I think I did a good job on kind of capturing that. And then I had to kind of fill this in because this road was a little bit longer than it should be in real life. So I had to kind of improvise with that. This isn't that long in real life, but we kind of made it work. So working on a spinning coaster, nice. Making my own theme park, which I may build when I become an engineer. Are you looking at getting into engineering? That's awesome. That's something I kind of wanted to do at some point, but I realized I probably wouldn't be that great, so I just stuck to the video games for now. Maybe if I applied myself I could, but that's alright. Alright, I got my reference video up. There's a good park tour video that I've been using. It covers a lot of ground, so that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So there's the eating area kind of along Lake Silver here that we want to try and recreate. I think we're going to... This is the tough part, is that I think this is what... this was my breaking point last time, but... You can see that the terrain change is what really kind of sucks right here, because the terrain change is what is messing with us here. I think I might delete this path and kind of rethink this just a little bit. Oops, I didn't want to delete that. Alright, keep that top part. We might have to redo the path here, maybe. That's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna be too hard. Because we gotta rethink this terrain a little bit. That's the hard part. You figured out how to import roller coasters from No Limits to Planet Coaster. I've heard there was a way to do that. It seemed very complicated, so I never got into it. Do they end up as smooth though? As like No Limits smoothness, or is that not a thing, much of a thing? Alright, this is gonna be... See, this is the tough part, because Dockside's way up here, and it's all technically the same height as this down here. It's all pretty much flat land at this point, but that's where this kind of gets a little difficult. What if we go about right here? And we kind of put a little hidden incline here. It's not really inclined in real life, but right at the top here we might add just a tiny bit of a hill here that you probably won't really see unless you're looking really hard at it. And then we'll connect this road back with that. So we're gonna have it kind of go down here. I'm definitely gonna need to do path covers to make this little area. I do want to make it functional. That's the thing, is I always want to try and make sure everything is functional. This is awesome. It is really awesome. Yeah, so let's keep it going. I don't know how long I'll be live streaming. I don't know if I'll just do this or if we'll move move on from this and do work on other stuff too. But right now, we're gonna work on this. And my goal is to get this little area, one little area at a time. I think I'm going to start trying to, I say this, but you know how I am. I do want to try and start streaming this park a little bit more, especially if Planet Coaster 2 is coming out this year. I need to focus on getting this done before that happens, because if that happens, I will probably be dropping Planet Coaster pretty quickly, Planet Coaster 1, and we'll probably be in Planet Coaster 2 quite a bit. Because I was thinking about doing another recreation in Planco 2 if that happens. So I have a Planco 2 video coming up today, by the way, if you guys want to check that out when it comes out. I think it comes out 6 o'clock Central. 6 o'clock Central tonight. We're going to be I just kind of discuss, because I haven't talked about Planet Coaster 2 in a while, and with all the stuff coming out for it right now, or the rumors and stuff, since there is a confirmed creative simulation game coming late this year by Frontier. Everything adds up. Everything adds up. So I do kind of discuss that in that video that's coming out tonight. So, because I hadn't talked about Planet Coaster 2, so that often lately. They are butter, so it does come out like No Limits 2. Maybe you should make a tutorial on it. I would definitely maybe check it out. And maybe try it myself. Should definitely do that, Jake. I'm very interested. I'm not great at No Limits 2, but I understand that the Coaster Builder, you can create much smoother rides. Obviously, it's not even close. That's one thing I kind of think Planet Coaster 2... The thing with Planet Coaster's Coaster Builder, it's got to appeal to everyone. It can't just appeal to, like, the advanced builders like us. You know, it's got to appeal to everyone. And everyone wants that, like, No Limits style kind of building system for coasters, but... Which I think they can maybe accomplish, but they also need to have a casual way of building coasters, too. So, that's something we gotta keep in mind, that this game's not being made just for the hardcore fans. It's got to appeal to a broader audience for it to succeed, you know? And we want it to succeed, because then we'll get more updates and we'll get everything we've ever dreamed of. Hey, EJ, what's up? How's it going? What happens? Okay, hold on here. I need to get caught up. Planco 2 fixes guests walking through stuff. Well, I mean, you have the, you may have not known, we have the little curb pieces, these guys. These guys right here that you can place in front of stuff so the guests won't walk through stuff. That's the purpose of these. So as long as we have those, I think we're fine. That issue's not as big as a thing as some of the other stuff, but it would be nice if all the objects that you place down already have, like, already have that collision already attached to it. That would be a nice thing to have. I mean, it would be good. It would be good, for sure. But Frontier did try and attempt to make something like this. That way, if we put something in the middle of the paths, we can make it to where guests will walk around it instead. Yeah, I place them underground too, for sure. Like, if I have, like, a centerpiece in the middle here, but I don't want to obviously make it run around it, I just put that right underneath, and it works. So it's at least better than nothing, so at least we have that system at the very least. But anyways, I think Planco 2 is certainly the game coming out late this year. They teased us on Frontier. It wasn't really a tease. You're stretching there, Silas. I know what you're talking about. That's a stretch. It's a stretch. You guys are just looking for for teasers at this point. I just wait till the announcement. It's gonna get announced within, who knows when it will get announced. I know Frontier doesn't announce stuff much more than 2 months before it releases, so maybe around August. I could see it being announced maybe around August, September, maybe at the latest. It definitely was. It was not really a tease. They just said, welcome planet or coaster people or whatnot. That's all they said. Anyway, sorry, I need to answer Cheez-It's question. What happens to Windleverse Parks if Planko 2 comes out? Do we just continue building in Planko 1? Or, so the Planko 1 parks can still exist. We'll just be adding Planet Coaster 2 to the lineup as well. So not everyone will make the jump to Planet Coaster 2 right away, I'm sure. But Planko, basically you can use either game. So it will still work. So nothing happens to the previous parks. If we're very lucky, I highly doubt this will happen, but if we're very lucky, maybe we'll get, be able to port over our parks to Planko 2. I am very doubtful on that. I am not expecting that to happen. It would be an added bonus if it did. But if we could port it over to Planko 2, problem solved. If not, then we're still going to be using Planet Coaster 1 and 2, if that does happen. So if Planko 2 does become a reality, then we will continue to have Planet Coaster 1 on there as well, because not everyone is going to make the move right away. There's those people out there, and I'm not going to make everyone force everyone into Planet Coaster 2 or reboot the entire thing for stuff that we've been making all this time. So I'll make the jump, but for my previous parks, I might not update them as much. So I might hold off on adding a lot of parks until maybe late this year. If we find out Planet Coaster 2 doesn't come out this year, then I'll probably expand a little further, but yeah, I'm getting Planko 2 immediately, too. Of course I am. If there's like a beta or something, I really hope Frontier considers me. They have in the past acknowledged my channel, so they know I exist. I don't know if the same people still work there. They have contacted me before, but I didn't hear back, unfortunately. They wanted to give me a early access code to something. It wasn't Planet Coaster, but like it was something. I can't remember exactly what it was. Oops. But I can only hope that they keep me in their mind, because I would die. Start dying. I don't know if I could survive. If you know, if they have a beta and I'm not part of it, you know. I will do everything in my power to be a part of it. I was there for Planet Coaster 1 Alpha and everything. I was there for all that. I started playing it in the alpha stages when there was only like 2 coaster types. But let's keep talking here. You guys, I'm getting behind on chat, sorry. I want to respond to everyone. I actually hate No Limits 2 node system. I'm not a big fan of it either. I like Planet Coaster system. If Planet Coaster could just add better smoothing and keeping the a heartline system, that's all they need to add, and it would be a perfect coaster builder. That's all they need to add, is when you smooth, it doesn't get rid of the transition between track pieces. If they can have that smoothed out on POVs, that'd be perfect. Be perfect. You know, I think the builder is perfect in Planko. I love that type of builder. It just needs heartlining and better smoothing. That's all it needs. And obviously some other features would be awesome too, but I'm not going to go all the way into that. I actually go into it a little bit in the video tonight, but anyways, close enough to pass, close. No Limits 2 is very much similar to a graphic design app like Blender. It is definitely more of a software more than a game. Not everyone can build in that environment using flat lines as graphic representation of track sections. It is more of a coaster design software more than it is a game. I will agree on that. It's kind of in between, but I would consider it more of a coaster designing software more than anything, for sure. Planko 1 was announced in June. I think it came out in November. Well, Planet Coaster 1 was announced way, way before release, like almost a year before release. I think it was like, because the official release was November 2016, but I've been playing it since like January of that year. And like the alpha, I think the alpha was like January of 2016, and then the beta came out a little bit after, and then yeah, I was playing it like nearly, not quite, maybe like 10 months before the full release came out, which is cool. But anyways, trying to get caught up here in chat. They were trying to find a word. I saw Derek was in here a minute too. For coaster enthusiasts, but they couldn't figure out what to say. Not a title for a game. Yeah, I don't understand, like Silas, that's not a teaser, man. He was just coaster people, you know. That's really, if that's really, you're really stretching it there. You're really kind of stretching it, which I don't blame you. I'm excited too, but I don't think they're gonna really they're gonna stay silent on it until it's announced. I really don't think they're gonna tease anything until it's official. Because the first tease we get, we're gonna say, oh, it's confirmed, you know. So they're just gonna out of the blue come out with an announcement. I know that's happening. Whether they announce it on their new live stream, the Frontier Unlocked, or something else, but we'll see. PC. Well, you're bigger even now, so hopefully they'll consider you. That is true. That is true. I know they're always going to go to probably like Delay Designer, Rudy Renkamel, and Silverette. Those are going to be their top people. Maybe S. Dan Wolf. I don't know. But, man, I've been with Frontier side all along, even through a lot of the negative stuff. I'll vouch for them. I will. Like, I believe in Frontier. Like, even, I have my criticisms too, but, like, I don't get mad at Frontier. A lot of people sometimes get mad at them and angry and stuff. And I can understand a few things, but man, they've given us a lot to be happy about. They really have. And, you know, a lot of people are like, why don't they keep updating the game? Why don't they keep adding content? Like, that's, to me, if they're building a second game, they have to have a way to market the second game. They can't put everything in the first game. If you put everything in the first game, you're not going to have anything to market for the second game. So like water parks, stuff like that. Coaster types that were potentially supposed to be in Planet Coaster, and then when they started realizing, oh, we're going to be doing a second game, we need to save some stuff for Planet Coaster 2. If that makes sense. So PC top of the list. When I get my job in the spring, I need to be able to get Planko 2. Absolutely. I would definitely get something with a good processor and a good graphics card. Those are your two main components, and some decent RAM too. If you want to go like the full experience and have the best PC possible for it, I would definitely consider some of those things. Those are the three main components I would definitely consider: and RAM, CPU, and graphics card. Stuff that can really handle those loads, you know. Alright, I'm really just trying to get this path smoothed out as best as I can. And sometimes it takes some time to get it exactly where we want it here. See, we're kind of flat right there. And we need to start getting some paths in here. I don't care if the paths are pretty, because we're just going to cover them up. So let's go into here, and I'm going to get a path cover for this pathing here, and we need to figure out exactly how we're going to do this. So this is going to be the challenge, but I'm up for it today. I wasn't that one time, so I think this is the big part that just kind of killed me when I was trying to do more. And I'm going to get knocked out today. Alright, so we're going to use these because they're really good, and then there's a lot of like planters for like trees and stuff. So we're going to keep that in mind. I think we're going to pull this up a little bit. We might even pull the barrier up a bit. We just need to find that spot where we can cover up our path at the same time. Okay, we're going to recolor this closer, give it a little brownish tone. It's kind of on the lines of a brownish, maybe a little, throw a little orange in there. A little bit darker. I'm looking at my reference right now. Anyways. I was watching people play Alpha on YouTube. Oh yeah, like if you go back on my channel, I think I have some videos on the Alpha stages too. Let's make it a part of this. I thought I already had it in there, but apparently I didn't. What if they call it Planet Roller Coaster instead of Planet Coaster 2? I don't see why they would do that. I feel like Planet Coaster 2, since Planet Coaster's already established, it would make more sense to keep the name the same, because you might confuse people and actually lose players, because it would be too confusing for them to figure that out. Alright, what we can do here is, let's find that perfect spot. We can fix the terrain going through over there later, but we need this to all be the same. Okay? I need this to be consistent and the same, and then we'll smooth it out with the path later on. Okay? We're gonna have a little bit of a hill right here, which is fine, as long as we can get this eating area kind of situated. I did not mean to do that. Push the wrong button. Probably take years to come to Mac, probably. I still don't know why you would game on a Mac anyways. I mean, sure, maybe like smaller titles or small games, but it's not for gaming. Not really for gaming. Or just make it a Theme Park Tycoon 2 Advanced Builder. What if they call it... I already read that. I keep reading these messages out of order. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm new and just subscribed to your channel. Nice. Well, thank you so much for the subscription. I love Planet Coaster and seeing some of your videos. You're an amazing build parks. Well, I appreciate the kind words. I know I'm not the best out there, but I try to get better each day. So I really try. Trying to really do better. And trying to get better. And I feel like I've accomplished that over time. I really do. Alright, I just need to establish this area. And the tricky part is blending the path with this. That is the tricky part. Because obviously we have to connect the park with this, or the path with this. And we need to do it in a way that is not going to be awkward. If that makes sense. Alright, so we're just going to build this out. We're going to adjust the terrain as we go. I'm not worried about it right now. We're gonna fix that. This is the stuff that we have to look out for. So the hardest part is just blending this with the path. And that's what we're gonna try and accomplish here. Let's get rid of these high pieces that are gonna be in the way. So excited to see what coaster types they will have. Of course, they'll import all the old ones, but the new ones, I think we might see. We'll see what they do. I'm very interested to see how they go about that, because I think some coaster types can change and will change. But we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see, you know? I got a 1650 Super and 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's not too bad. Should be able to play, at least. 32 gigabytes of RAM is really good. I think I'll build my own. YouTube tutorials don't look that hard, to be honest. Yeah, building a PC is not as hard as you think it is. That some people think it is. The worst part is cable management. If you want it to look somewhat nice, you know. Oh, I see Steve's in here. Already copyrighted the Planet Coaster 2 name like years ago. Oh yeah, I think I remember that. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? That's probably when they started development, honestly. Make sure that the parts are compatible with each other. That is the main thing. Use PC Part Picker. Honestly, that's what I use to make sure all my parts are compatible. Just use PC Part Picker, and it'll make sure all of your parts can go together. Just use that. This patch of grass is taking longer than you're eating a slice of pizza. That's fair. I'm not gonna argue with that. You're not wrong. Steve, you're not wrong there. And I'll admit that. There's a good website that shows you what parts compatible. So yeah, the PC Part Picker. Mic drop, Joe. But MacBooks run well enough, and it's the only thing I have. It doesn't run well enough. Don't use MacBooks for gaming. Use it for homework. Have you heard of, like I've seen the specs on Macs compared to, like, just PC buildy, and it's a ripoff. It's a complete ripoff. You can have something so much better for cheaper. Heard of Lethal Company? It's funny horror proximity chat game. I think I've heard, I haven't seen anything on it, but I had a friend mention that, and they want to play it with me, and I haven't looked up anything about it. I'll have to look into it. There's monsters. Cable management is not for the faint of heart. I'll spend so much time with cable management sometimes. And make sure you get a decent enough case where cable management is a lot easier. That's my my advice to you. Make sure you get a decent a case that makes it a little bit easier. Otherwise, it could be much of a nightmare. Let's see what we can do here. Trying to get our paths. Why? Too uneven. Too uneven, huh? Well, did you ever think you're the one that's uneven? Want to be difficult? Hold on. We're gonna make it work, see? I just need to get to that edge. That's all I needed. Nothing's gonna stop me here. Nothing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I want to try and do more live streaming. What's today? Today's Saturday? Maybe we'll join Derek tonight. I don't know what they're playing tonight. Maybe more prop hunt. Not entirely sure what they've been playing lately. I haven't been paying attention as much as I should have to Derek's streams and stuff. And I really should. Maybe we can do some stuff tonight. See, I don't like that dip right there. I don't like that. It's way too harsh of a dip. Like, it's too steep. We might have to live with it for now. I really don't want to. Like, you're not really gonna see it much unless you really look hard, but... okay. Let's try and get this connected back together. There we go. Smooth that out. Perfect. I knew that would be fairly easy to put back together there, but... Alright, can we connect this with this path? Yes, we can. Okay. I was hoping we could. Okay. We're gonna survive here. It's gonna be wacky. Like this whole section's gonna be wacky, you'll see, but I need to have paths there that can have... Why did that disconnect? What the heck? I need to have pads there that can, so we can put in the benches and stuff that we want. And then just covering all this up is going to be another challenge. But like, just the goal here is just to try and cover as much ground as possible with these. And it's actually working pretty well right now. Actually, pretty impressed by that. See, that edge over there is already connected, so. Couple of patches there that we're gonna have to patch up. This one's gonna be a booger. You can kind of see what I am going for here, though. There is like a little icy stand here, I think, too, that we could put in there. I believe. Warzone? Ew. I haven't played Warzone like ever. They can't make up their mind. I thought they hated Warzone. They go from loving it, hating it, loving it, hating it. It's kind of sad, actually. All right, let's get this out as far as we want. Gosh, this is going to be hard. Like I said, that's just the hardest part is gonna be like just covering up like these little patches, and it's not always easy. I feel like this might be a little bit too dark, though. I think we're gonna change the color again. Needs to be a little bit like more faded. Alright, let's just start on some stuff, like the fences. Do I have a fence I already built? Yeah, these are it's the same kind of fence as these. That's what I'm looking for. Oh wait, I need to go down further. They need to be like that. Perfect. Alright, we'll get to the corner here. Hopefully successfully. It's gonna be hard to line this up, but we're gonna have to get a little janky here to make it work. Ow, not blueprint. I hate it when I hit the blueprint button because it takes so freaking long. And I accidentally hit it, and now it's gonna take like freaking 2 minutes. Ugh. I hate that button so much sometimes. Because if I accidentally click it, it's gonna take forever. Ah. It's the worst thing ever when you accidentally hit that button. It really is. Okay, it wasn't too bad. It could have been worse. Had to put it right next to the edit button. Maybe I should start using my shortcuts. I don't know how far it's going to allow us to push this terrain back because of the path that's in there. And that's going to answer my question pretty quickly. It sure did. Okay. Another tweak. Another tweak. We're just going to have to push everything this far back. Good there. All right, we need to maintain the same height here, and we're also gonna do this real quick. What are we working on? We are, hey Darren, how's it going? We're working on the seating area for the, like a dining for Dockside, over by like Silver and Mystic River Falls. I'm gonna try and get the seating area over here. So you can sit down, eat your food, all that fun stuff. Down. I played Planko in ages. It never wound up finishing Mr. Girl Falls. Aw, man. It was looking so good, though. You were doing a really good job on that. You really were, so. All right, we're gonna try and get this all shaped up if we can. See if we can push the terrain back just a little bit right here. Maybe. There's no path there, so yeah, all right. All right, this over here, we will figure that out at some point. All right, but in the meantime, we're just gonna try and get this all situated where it needs to be. Everything's just kind of temporary. Like, we're not... Everything we did right here beforehand was just kind of temporary just to get something going over here with, like, the wall. The wall for Lake Silver here. It was all just like a temporary thing. You know, the actual final product could end up being different. You know, so always keep that in mind. Okay, we'll fine for there right now. My easiest thing to do will be move this over kind of like that. Hopefully we can mess that terrain a little bit there, but it's gonna say no. Like, why does there have to be one small patch here that's like, nah, I'm gonna be slightly taller than everyone else? Okay, that worked. That worked too. Okay. Okay. Probably not gonna be able to get that just because of the path there. That darn pathway. That's not lined up with that. Dang it. Okay, well, instead of that, let's use this one then instead. Go about right there. This would be our best bet. Try and blend it in. Just like that. This is the toughest part, is you have to deal with all that these kind of things. Now we gotta blend that there. Or attempt to blend it there. Like that. There's always going to be an annoying line kind of sitting there. And you got to take this and kind of do the same thing on this side, but going this way. Because you don't really have a ton of good options for that. So, but that's kind of like sometimes the best way it will work sometimes. Pizza places? No, it's not. That's over there. That's way over there. Well, it's not too far away, but it's over here down the road. This is by Mystic River Falls and Riverfront and Dockside. Dockside, which does have some good food. Can confirm. Alright, we're gonna... I just want to get this edge squared away here against Lake Silver. Get that all blended in well. Or at least as well as we can do it. Okay, and then there is like a little rope here that kind of separates, I guess, the exit of Mystic and with it. Just a little bit. Lost River mentioned. What about Lost River? Okay, so we got like those little places for the trees. Do we have... I can't remember if I've made one yet. If not, it's not a big deal. They're really simple, but it's kind of like some wood. Pieces here actually might not make it a thing in case we need to use it again, because they are scattered throughout the park. So basically we just have some, we're just going to put some planks in here. To kind of make like a little bit of a square. Lost River was your first ride at SDC. Nice. Can't remember the very first ride I ever did at Soda City. I'm not entirely sure. Bum, 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 bum. A little bit more red in there. That's good. And then I think we'll go to art shapes, and first ride was TNT. What the heck happened there? Did I not? I hate it when I had to go all the way back to what I just did. So annoying. Alright, that's a little bit big. We're going to have to use a small one. The smallest one of them all. Basically, I want to make it look like there's a little bit of a hole for the planting spot here. And then cue the tree. Why is it upside down? There you have it. We got a few of these just kind of setting along here. So we're going to go ahead and get those in. I think there's 3 from here down to here. I'm just going to leave this off to the side in case we need it again. So we'll place one there. We'll place one around over here. And another one in the middle. And I think we might just slightly push them a little further up. And we're going to go in here, and I'm just going to rotate these trees a little bit so they don't look too similar to each other. That way they have different rotations. First I was the train. I think when I did this part, I just completely guessed. Oh, you got yourself burnt out. Yeah, I know what that means. How that is. Alright, so it's starting to look solid. Alright, let's go ahead and get the little rope thing going on here. A little rope fence. I'm actually going to use this piece. And we're going to go 1. And there's another piece. They're like all different heights. it down a bit. And then we're going to find a rope piece. I don't know how functional I'm going to be able to make this because they don't have pieces I need. But we'll see what we can do. But anyways, I was thinking about doing something along the lines of this. I think I'm gonna put one longer rope here. So there's a pretty longer piece there. I might actually just use the longer piece, honestly. If we're gonna be honest with ourselves. How far does this go? There's like a little crate that has a tree in it that it goes to. 1, 2, 3. And it's right around here, actually. So we're gonna put in a crate. And it's a red crate. A little bit more faded than that. It's actually wrapped around the tree. That's how it stops, which is interesting. And then we'll need to find a tree to put in here. Shouldn't be too hard. We have lots of different options. All right. Oh yeah. It does look good. It does look good. Everything I've seen of Darren's recreation of Mystic looks great. Excuse me. Alright, I might go to toolkit items. And we might use the cafe chairs. I know I wanted to make this functional, but in all honesty, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it as functional as I want. Tables are supposed to be around too. Dang it. We're gonna have to make some sacrifices here. What's the difference between these ones? One's wood, one's not. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna make this a scenery group that we can easily copy. Even though it is gonna be mean to me and be diagonal, but we'll make it work, it's fine. We won't make a big cahoot about it. Some stuff I would, but for this, it's fine. Gonna take a while to download ThemeMaker Toolkit. Man, that I've had times where it's taken ages to do that myself, so absolute ages. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the heck is up with time, but I've been already going for like an hour, which is really dumb. It's ridiculous, man. Already been live for over an hour? The heck? What is up? What is up with time? I don't appreciate it. Sometimes I don't appreciate that. There's quite a few chairs out here, I think, if I remember right. Or seating and everything. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I didn't even say bye for a second. Oh, did we just got out of I think we just had an autosave. Perfect timing. It was just kind of slightly bleh for a second there. I think it was autosaving. This is looking pretty nice so far, though. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Let's line these tables up with the other ones over there. That way it's nice and a little bit more symmetrical. For those that can bug you. It bugs me too, so. I thought you died. Oh, no, no, no. My wife popped in and said, come here for a second, so I ran out there. It was just to look at the cats, because the cats were being super cute out in the living room. I get called to those sometimes. This is so far away from where it's supposed to be. Kind of sucks, but that's okay. I had way too much space here than I needed, and that's what was causing that. So, how flat are we here? We're not the flattest, but that's a valid reason to leave the stream. Yeah, I should have at least said, "Hey guys," I should have at least said, you know, I'll be right back. But I didn't. Let's have a pip shot vending machine, if it will allow us. Because if some of you guys know, there's actually a little there's an icy setup here. I don't know if I can get a good shot of that. I don't think this over by there, unfortunately. I see a little bit of it. Just a little bit. There's a little planter that does come around here that we might use. I'm gonna rotate it facing more towards the path here. That'll be a little bit more accurate. And of course, it doesn't want to connect there. Trying to be picky on me, huh? Enjoy the rest of the stream. See y'all later. Thanks, Silas, for being here. Appreciate you. Anyways, it's like a little green building. I don't know how well we can get this, like a little green stand. Not sure how I can get this to turn out, or if I should just do a full customization using wood pieces, or what. But we're gonna see what we can do here. Let's go 3 meter or 2 meter. Let's go 2 meter. I'll try and line this up and make this work. going full custom here. Peep shot. And the bottom piece is going to be a different color. Darker green. And then we can just copy it. Copy it around. Like so. If it doesn't line up right now, that's fine. All we gotta do is adjust it. And there's a little stand where you pay for it. But none of this will be functional, but at least they can actually get something from the stand here, which will make it look a lot better here in a minute. Because we do have like cash registers and all that fun little stuff we can add in here. So we're just going to put in a layer here. Let's put a staff member in here so we can get a scale a little bit. Of how tall this needs to be. Maybe one more or two. Why are there 4 colors for this? It's only one color. We might make this a 2x4 piece, maybe. Did I place that down? I don't remember placing that down. And apparently I did. Apparently I did. Can you stop changing the color? Oh, it didn't. Apparently I placed that one down too. Why? Stop changing the color on me. This should be easy. Hey, welcome back. How's Survivor City going? Pretty good. And this, Jake, is a little icy stand. That we have over by Dockside. Just a cozy little icy stand. Da, da, da. Hopefully it turns out okay. It's not like a super important piece, but you know. We're gonna try and make it look at least somewhat legit. And we just put a little pip shot vending machine in there for now. World's most expensive ices. Well, that looks oversized. Which one do we want to use? This one? Oh yeah, this one. It's even got a little card reader on it and stuff. Like this one's fancy. The theme park drinks are overpriced. Absolutely they are. Then again, most theme parks in general are overpriced, in most categories. So, I think SDC is cheaper than most parks, though. Still overpriced, but I think it's definitely cheaper than most parks. Like, if you go to Six Flags, for a bottle of soda, just for a bottle, you know, just a normal bottle of soda, it was like, gosh, it was like just under $7, which is outrageous. like $7. Like, I didn't believe it first. Because I was just getting a drink and I was just like, it was like 6 something, and I was like, what the heck? I'm like, holy crap. I thought Six Flags was supposed to be the discount chain. I was like, why is everything so ridiculously priced? Like, I couldn't believe it. I could, but I couldn't believe it. Can you move over? Alright, now this might not be the most accurate, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, I don't think we have like an icy machine, but we do have like a soda fountain machine that will work just fine. Like this. That could be just sticking out here. I want to try and line it up for where the guests are going to be. It works. It serves its purpose. And that's all that matters. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, dum, bum. Okay. There we go. And then off to the side, he has like some shelves here for like to kind of house ices and stuff. Not the ices, the cups that you can purchase. So we're just gonna do a few shelves here with souvenirs. Souvenir cups. This is the one I was looking for. Nice. I'm gonna try and make him look like the color that we had here, which is like the fire in the hole one. Close enough. Ah, I shouldn't have deselected that. That's fine. Hopefully they're not too tall. That's fine. Here a little bit, but it's fine. There we go. I guess I need to put a roof on this. Some sort of roof. Yeah. It's something along the lines of that. Something along the lines of that. Guess I'll put a little cover over this too, because we want to keep that covered. And just get rid of the fighting textures. I'd say that's pretty good. Can't believe I spent that much time on just a little tiny icy stand. I mean, I can believe that, but do we have any icy branding here that we can use? If I remember how to spell it. I thought there may have been. Maybe not. Here, we'll have the employee have a little icy cup here. He's got his own just sitting there. Icy slicer. The heck? Ice slicer. Oh. Okay. Pip shot juice. Alright, that looks alright. How accurate is this recreation going to be? As close as I can, of course. I'm not doing, I probably would have done it if I would have known how to do it before, but I haven't been doing, like, Google Maps and stuff, you know, like you see some people do. I know how to do it now, but I got too far into the park to where it didn't make sense to keep doing it. Or otherwise I would have to pretty much start over if I wanted to do the 1-to-1, or attempt to do the 1-to-1 scale, but... So I kind of just dropped that idea and just kept rolling with this and just kind of going with the flow as best as I can. Again, there's going to be some inaccuracies, but I think overall we've done a really good job just in general. So we've gotten some good amounts of stuff done. So just overall, general, I'm going to use this guy. Get rid of the align to surface before I do, though. You can see Fireman's Landing's almost pretty much done. Or the fire district. Cool, you're doing great. Well, thank you. I'm trying. I am trying as much as I can at the moment. Also finished your new ride. Sweet. What kind of ride is it? Is it no, obviously, is it a coaster? I'd imagine. A spinning coaster with a lift hill. Is it like an extreme spinning coaster? Or is it just like a normal spinning coaster? Because I absolutely love extreme spinning coasters, but... I mock rides. I feel like the extreme spinning coaster could have a lift hill. If it wanted to. Ah, family. Nothing wrong with that. $110 feet high. That's pretty tall. Wow, like a glove. There's a fighting texture one here that I need to fix. There we go. I don't want none of that. I just swore there was some toolkit items that had like the icy branding, but maybe there is and I just don't have it downloaded, but I thought I did. All right, that is starting to come together a little bit. I know there's like a building back here. I think it's a backstage building of some sorts. Don't have a really good amount of shots of it, so we might leave it out for now. See if we can get a good shot here. They're actually kind of walking towards that direction. Now, we do have some planters like in the middle of the path here that we could potentially build, like right here. If we really wanted to. Could help kind of blend this up a little bit. So let's go back to this. Rock wall. Rock wall. Cobblestone. Is that the Maker's Toolkit? I thought that was in-game. I thought that was an in-game piece. Shows how much I know sometimes. I wish there was a slightly shorter piece of this. Maybe there is and I just didn't install it. If there's a shorter piece here, I could make those turns that I need to. I'm actually just gonna check real quick. View this on the workshop, and I'm gonna see if they actually did a smaller version of this. They have 207 workshop items. Oh lord. See if we can search. 23 pages. Oh my goodness. They have a B&M invert train. That looks pretty legit. I actually want to check that out. They have all the B&M inverted pieces. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's all new. They also have B&M supports and footers. And a mock double spine support. They've done some stuff here. Let me see if I can find the rock wall. They have some stone pavements that look really good. B&M invert chain. Oh, they do have catwalk threads too. Okay. Worn concrete floor. Oh, he's got a mulch piece too. Stone brick wall. That's not the right one. Sorry, I really want to see if I just want to see if there's a shorter piece of this. Oh, he looks like he's the one that did the. This is the one that did the Nemesis recreation. It looks like. Yeah. Which is a crazy build. Greetings from Germany. Nice. I don't know if I have get many viewers from Germany, so that's cool. Gosh, this guy's got a lot of B&M pieces. I just want to find the thing. B&M cross tie. Lift cross tie. Wow. Alright, cobblestone rock wall. That's the one I'm subscribed to. That's the one I have right now. I see another one here. What is this? Fixed texture wall. I have that one too. But it doesn't look like they did a smaller version of it, unfortunately. Darn. I was hoping. Nemesis floor plan. That's what it's called, floor plan. That's what I meant to call it. It was worth a search to see if they had a shorter one. They do have a... What's the other one? It's called Fixed Texture Wall. It looks like the same thing, but apparently it's fixed. I don't know the difference between this one and this one. Oh, this one's shorter, that's all. This one's just taller. That's literally it. Alright. I understand now, because I really could use this. But, unfortunately... Like, if there was a piece that used this texture, that was recolorable, and also had shorter pieces, that's what I would love to have. I could really use that. Because I can't get the roundedness that I want off of these, because it's a little blocky, which doesn't always look bad, but I need something a little bit less, it's a little bit more, you know, not that. You know? A better way to say it. But we're gonna roll with this just because I think it's the best texture, and I think it outweighs it a little bit, so we're gonna use it. Alright, we're gonna fix how tall this is in a minute. We get all that fixed after we get this together. Supposed to look uneven and stuff. Use resorts. I had to go, That's alright. Oh man, we dropped off a lot of viewers. We were close to like 20, now we're down to like 5. Or are we like 10 now? Or I don't know which one to go off of. I really don't. But I appreciate you guys being here. You have some fighting textures we need to fix. Shortly after we get this where we want it. Alright, this one is a little bit over here. Wow, wow, wow. See, I could just kind of go kind of like this and cover up a lot of those, which I might actually do, because that would eliminate a bunch of headaches, potentially, so. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think I might push it all the way up there. Just want to get rid of those fighting textures a bit. I haven't seen this one. It's actually a pretty good texture. Should that be the same? Should all be the same. What was the point of me doing it that way? Whatever. We will do our bestest. Dr. Awesome, what's thoughts on the official name for the Intamin Ultra Surf Coaster coming to Six Flags Over Georgia? Georgia Surfer. Comments on the official name? I mean, it's kind of meh. I guess you could say. I did see it, but I didn't have much of a reaction, I guess you could say. I was just kind of, oh, okay. Didn't really catch my attention anyway, so I was just kind of like, oh, alright. So I guess my reaction was I didn't really have much of a reaction. That's not to say it's going to be like a bad ride or anything, but I was just saying, yeah, meh. What am I doing wrong here? I don't know why this is not the same. It's really confusing me, but I don't care. I'm just gonna go with it and do my best to make this look okay. Almost got it. Doesn't have to be perfect, because stuff like this at Sword Art City isn't perfect to begin with, and it gives it character. Like stuff not being symmetrical or just kind of looking kind of janky. Sometimes it works. Alright, that's good. It looks good enough to me. I did not, at the very least, they did not slap a DC name on it and call it a day. I guess so. I guess it's something different at least. Guess you could give that to him. this one a lot. Give me my Silver Dollar City crates. Okay. It's starting to look like something, I suppose. Whether that is saying a lot or not. I think it's looking okay. Sometimes the best thing to do is just kind of do your best to fill in these gaps. Now you're gonna make a floor plan of blue fire for recreation. That'd be awesome. I should do more of that. Like, I know how to make floor plans and stuff. I do find it a little bit tedious sometimes, but I should start doing more recreations and stuff again. I did do it there for a while. I did make quite a few. I remember I made Valraven. I did make Fury, but I didn't use floor plans. Those were just all based off of just me kind of eyeballing everything. That's good enough. As long as it's covered, that's all that really matters to me right now, is that it's just covered. So. I think that's a good way to go right now. I want to find out a good way of blending this with this. That's the hard part, is blending this path with the actual path. Blend it together in a way that doesn't look weird or janky, you know, kind of the way it is right now. Because when you start getting terrain involved, that's when it starts to get a little bit difficult. When you get terrain involved in there. And then you just don't know what to do. and everything catches on fire. See, that's the worst part, is like it's hard to like blend this in. You gotta like do every side and blend every side into the ground. After that, now I gotta do this side, and it's just a hassle to really kind of get it down and perfect, you know. Not too bad there. I was thinking about just like putting like a plank or something going around here that can just kind of like act as the transition between the two different styles of path. Is it like that in real life? No, but it can at least blend it somewhat so it kind of looks nicer. So if you don't know what I mean just something along the lines of like having something here to blend it. Little pieces like this that just like blends the one spot with another. So you can kind of see that brings it together a little bit. And, you know, not everything has to be super perfect with it either, you know. But it will help kind of blend the two path styles together, since they're kind of, in a way, kind of clashing. Kind of like that. And then if we can just get those little pieces covered up, we're just gonna have to cover them up and kind of like this way, and using the path covers and just trying our best to get the right angle. And since this is on uneven, nothing's even here, you know, so it's gonna be 10 times harder to do that. Could just do this, and then, as lazy as it sounds, just kind of like that. A little bit on the lazy side, but you can see how that kind of blends everything together a little bit. But I think overall the seating area itself looking pretty solid. We kind of got to go in there, so kind of bringing all that together, unfolding it into something there, which is really cool. And there's Fireman's Landing. I can't thank Jake enough for making this little cover for me. I appreciate that very much. But yeah, this whole area, man, we've done so much progress on it, which is awesome. If I can get all this done that you see on the screen right now, kind of like even River Blast, that'd be a huge section all completed, you know. If we can get that far, and then... Because then going back over here to Outlaw and Swing, that means all this back section would be done. And a lot of this, you know. And then we just have some other spots like the dead-end pieces over here. Hill Street going into Midtown, and Midtown still has a lot to do too. And we have Homestead over here. Valley Road, and then Expo. Those are the main sections, you know, that we still gotta work on. When you take on a project like this large, you know, you never realize this is how much there actually is to do. Like, it's not the biggest park in the world, so like, shouldn't be too hard. I mean, it just depends on how you kind of go about it. How detailed are you going to do stuff, you know? No, I think at some points I was going a little bit far on detailing, and then I kind of scaled it back just a little bit. Because I wanted it to be the most detailed, but then I was like, okay, I do need to scale it back just a tiny bit. Not a ton, but like a little bit at least, but... You know. All that fun stuff that goes into it, so... What time is it? 4:30? I think I'm gonna head off here for now. I got a good 2 hours in on this stream, so... I do appreciate you guys being here. I just wanted to make a little bit of progress, you know, even if it's not that much, you know, I still needed to do something to keep the series going and all that fun stuff, so... But I think that's going to do it for this stream, so I appreciate you guys being here. We might come back very, very soon, so hopefully we will. That was actually an easy save. Usually it takes for a lot longer than that to come up, so... Nice. I will take that every day, so... Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we'll have more, like, streams like this in the future where I just, like... they're just like not super long streams, but like they're just nice, decent little size streams that are just hopefully bring in some consistency, you know. I do have a Planet Coaster 2 video coming in tonight, so be on the lookout for that. And hopefully that video will do well. So if you want to hear a little bit more of my thoughts on Planet Coaster 2, so watch out for that video. It'll be out in about an hour and a half, so at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I think I have another short coming out too, if it hasn't already. I can't remember what time. But alright guys, thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe for more amazing content like this. I'll see you guys in the next live stream video, whatever it may be. But thanks so much guys, and goodbye.